Well, after North Africa, it was the invasion of Salerno and into Italy. That was May. No. May was the finishing Tunisia, and September was the invasion of Salerno. And that was landing on the beach just below Naples at Salerno. And that was that.
I think I remember you saying something that your Bren Carrier was at the front of the LCT.
Oh right, when the LST landed at Salerno, and the beach mates out, they probably weren't outside, but somebody was bellowing, "Off you go, one, go." Well, my carrier was the leading one. It wasn't put as the leading one; it just happened to be the leading one because it was in front. And other vehicles had to get round me if they wanted to be the leading, and so mine was the leading one. And there's nothing brave about it. But I drove out straight onto the ramp, a little bit of water and sea, because we'd taped our exhaust, and from the exhaust at the end, we put a collar on, and then the piping up like that, and it stuck out like that for in case the tide was in and it was going to be a bit deeper. But as look at it, it didn't go up just above the track level. And then, of course, we went straight inland and loaded around the back of a hillside, mounted the mortars and dropped a few bombs on the enemy.
When you landed, was that later on in the invasion or earlier?
And?
Was that later in the invasion of Salerno or earlier?
Oh no, it was bang on the invasion.
So that was one.
As soon as the invasion, the Germans hadn't noticed that we were landing at the beach, but they soon got wind of it and they were coming towards the beach. And if we hadn't been prepared and ready, that could have been the Dunkirk.
So the mortar in your Bren Gun Carrier had to fire 5 shells at the Germans then.
Sorry.
So the mortar had to fire shells at the Germans then.
Did it?
So the mortar had to be fired against.
Oh yeah. We mounted the mortar.
Yes.
We mounted 2 mortars. There's one on Becky's camera, and there's one at Carrier, and there's one on mine.
Yeah.
And when he set fire, and I dropped a bomb down the barrel, and somebody be doing it on number 2, and there's several bombs going over, dropping on the Germans. If I fired half a dozen, he fired that's 12 bombs dropped on, and that was terrific.
Did you mention something about you saw the Germans coming through this narrow pass towards the beach or something?
That was a defile when it comes when the mountains come like that. There's another path. Is it a defile? It's some technical name like that. Well, our anti-tank had mounted a gun, a 6-pounder gun, anti-tank, and they were quite useful. And the Germans must have sent a light tank forward because the monsters, the Tiger tanks hadn't got there. And this lighter tank was a faster tank, and that led the infantry, and it started coming through the defile. Well, the anti-tank company put it out of action. Well, it blocked the alleyway, so the Tiger tank couldn't get through.
So they were stuck, they had to come on foot.
And so as the Germans dismounted to come dashing forward to either attack the troops that were the British troops that were there, or not, we got the orders to fire. So we started firing and dropping them all along the Germans. And after that, when the Germans retreated and we come down and got in the carrier and went back, there was only one road, and that was through there. And we could see the number of dead, so we didn't do a bad job.
How long did the Salerno invasion last? Did it last a couple of days?
No. It was all over in a few hours.
Right.
On Green Beach. I don't know about the rest of the beach. I don't know about the American beach or any other beaches, because I think they landed at 3 or 4 beaches. It's similar to D-Day, but on a smaller scale.
So you were at
very
Green
much
Beach.
Smaller scale.
You were at Green Beach then?
I was on Green Beach.
So did you just have to wait and link up with the 8th Army then, while you were at Salerno?
No, we didn't wait for the 8th Army at all. The 8th Army wasn't there. The 8th Army were coming up on the eastern side.
Mm.
They'd been coming up the middle and all the way, but then they took over the eastern side. We took over the centre, and the Americans had the birthday going up the western side, you know, with Salerno, Rome, what else is on there? Florence and Vienna and all that. Not Vienna, Milan and Vienna's in Austria. I'm getting lost, aren't I?